Georgia. Jerk Palace.
Crush, Jack. Yeah, black on.
To Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like
It's time for the crushing interview.
Going into crushing interview number 2. Right here, brought to you by people at ORC Software, man. Go to orasi.com for more information and make sure, please introduce our second guest, man, the swaggiest college basketball player that I know. Westlake finest, College Station. Starkville. I know I'm talking about Stark Vegas, give it a proper Stark Vegas. And future WNBA hooper, Anriel. To the microphone, what's happening?
What's happening?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. So, Anriel, we have never been here, but how does it feel to be on the eve of being drafted?
I mean, it's just still surreal. I haven't really taken it all in yet. You know, we just finished playing a week ago, so I mean, it's just been an opportunity that I can't take for granted, and I'm just blessed to be here.
Gotta talk Elite Eight right quick. I know it's
Go ahead, make sure. Go ahead,
I just want to go on and get out the way because we got so much to go.
Go ahead.
Okay.
The horn goes off. Coach, he subs you, and you had that look like this may be my last few minutes. Your thoughts walking to that bench.
Well, the game wasn't over yet.
Right.
So I walked out, you know, and I had a teammate coming in. We were trying to get a defensive stop. And it was just at that point, I'm like, you know, just praying, like, come on, we got it. But, you know, it didn't happen that way. But, you know, I'm still very grateful for that opportunity just to be able to play in the Elite Eight.
Right.
I mean, y'all had a phenomenal year, SEC champs, 33-3. I mean, you came here for this reason to Mississippi State. We'll talk about Texas A&M, but you came to Mississippi State for this opportunity. Mm-hmm. Describe this year, this year at Mississippi State.
This year has been amazing, nothing short of amazing. I've had an excellent, supportive staff and group of girls, teammates. The whole entire community have been so supportive, and you know, I never imagined it to be like that way. I knew it was going to be great, but I didn't know how great, and it just passed my expectations, really.
Now this question is for my daughter, because your trajectory to go to Texas A&M and get done, get your degree, and you still had this, like, basically another recruiting cycle. How was that? How were you able to stay focused and get in and out of college basketball like that?
I mean, I just had a really good, my mom is my number one fan, and she always stayed on me, still does stay on me. And I didn't really know I wanted to graduate early. I thought maybe a semester early, but I didn't know a full year. So when I got the opportunity to know that I wanted to explore my other options, I just kind of stacked up on my last semester so I could make that happen.
I think it was interesting because I had to look at it again. I said, did she get red shirt or something? No, she did 3 years. Walked in the door. I mean, that had to be a lot of hours you put on to get her through that.
It was.
But walking across that stage, how was that, though, getting that degree?
It was awesome. I mean, I think, I can't remember exactly what I did. I think I did like a curtsy, and I blew a kiss in the crowd. I definitely took in that moment. I was very grateful, and, you know, it was good to have my mom there supporting me along the way.
She put some travels on, though.
She
be traveling, right? Jesus. I tell everybody, you're the reason that college basketball shorts are getting shorter.
Well, that boy from LSU took it a little bit too far.
But
That's my friend.
So just tell me, to start rolling them up, where did that come from?
Well, I've always been the one to, I think I sweat pretty hard, and I don't like clothes to touch me. Like, I don't want my shorts rubbing against my lower thigh on my knees. I don't like that, and I don't like sleeves either. So I guess that's how it started. And then just as the years have gone on, we can order the shorts maybe an inch shorter now.
Okay.
So I didn't know if it was just with Adidas, but I know with both A&M and Mississippi State, we could order an inch shorter. So that's how that came in. And then I just, I wrote it once and then tucked it under, got a little swag going.
Yeah. You swaggy now.
Because from your shorts to the lashes. When you got your Lash 5 as your Instagram, is it Lash 5?
Right, yes. Lashes, LASHE 5.
You're setting all these trends, man. What was that all that about?
Well, I just always wanted to stay true to myself, and I just wanted to be able to show that you can still be a girly girl and still hoop and, ball and do whatever you got to do. But I've just always been a girly girl. Like my hair, nails, all of that, and the lashes was just,
Just
icing on the cake.
Now, to leave Westlake and go all the way to College Station,
Right.
missing all these schools in between. There's some schools here that could have used your talent, but you decided. What was that? What made you decide to pick Texas A&M?
Well, actually, distance didn't play a factor for me. So it wasn't like I just wanted to, stay home or anything. I wanted the best opportunity for me, and I felt that A&M was definitely a good option for me, and it was. Like, I'm really grateful that I went there. But I would say academics played a huge role.
Wait a minute, hold on. Say that one more time.
My academics
Go.
She graduated
played.
3 years.
Get that in. All while hooping. Like, she went on the bench, y'all. She was balling.
Yeah, it just played a huge role. I want to be a sports analyst after my career in basketball, and 12 Man Productions is a great place to start that internship like I did. And so they kind of got me, started with my portfolio and all that. So that's really one of the reasons why I went there. And then, of course, they're a great basketball team as well. So, I wanted both. Yep.
Yeah, because when we come back, I want to talk about the art of a rebound. Because she's done it a lot.
And she did it a whole lot in this tournament.
And we're going to break this down because she does it so effortlessly.
And it's more than just boxing out everybody.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. Stay with us.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to savor. Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to savor.
Hey, so I brought it up a little bit, Anriel. What is it about rebounding that, for y'all don't know, she set the NCAA tournament in rebounds. She's done over 1,300, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right.
1,300 rebounds. Talk to us about the art of a rebound.
Wow, I love the way you say that. The art of a rebound. Well, honestly, I started playing in, I think, 7th grade, and I wasn't skilled at all. Not at all. I was just athletic, and so my mom, she just told me, she was like, if you can't do anything else, just go get the ball when it comes off the rim. I'm like, okay. And so I just started there, and now it's just a foundation for me. It's a habit.
That's a great, just go
Wow.
get the board.
Yeah.
You can't do
You gotta
nothing
have
to-
a desire to want to go get it.
This is what a lot of people don't know about you. You were also excellent in track and field.
Thanks.
Did you ever kind of think about maybe I should run track too?
I jumped my freshman year at A&M.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
I just did triple jump. I once stayed in the triple jump in high school, so I was like, I won it 2 years in a row. I'm like, I might as well, try it.
Right.
So yeah, I enjoyed it though. I did.
So another fact that nobody knows, you was homecoming queen your senior
Yes.
year.
Miss Westlake.
Miss Wesley.
Yes.
So you were just multi-talent. You just did it all. Got the grades, got the homecoming, balled out.
Glory to God. Yep.
Oh, he flashed
we
us.
go.
So I have to save my question
David, do you come in?
on the other side.
On the other side.
Well, give a tease, Glaze.
So we gonna talk.
Do your job.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline,
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man!
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual,
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side,
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have to...
Ta-da! Twinsies.
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
If you're a single man under the age of 35, you'd probably like to know what the ladies are looking for on an online dating site. A guy who had a few drinks and later got pulled over for buzzed driving. See, that could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And doesn't a guy who's back living with his parents but calls them my roommates just scream Mr. Right?
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the app.
This is big business. This is the American West.
Station Network.
See ya.
One of the most dominant home court.
Crust. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. And that's all she wrote. End zone, touchdown.
You listen to Crush Sports Talk right here on the Sensation Station Network. It's your boy EGlaze and my homie Mace Heard is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Right now we're here with Anriel Howard, rebounding superstar. Also got a 3-point shot. She was killing it this year. We saw
Creator of the short. They're back.
got guys putting them on now.
Yeah, even the guys doing it now. Y'all stop.
What you had for it, Mace Yo?
So, we were talking about the recruiting process, and you know, we had the AU, the rankings, and all of those things, and we were talking about how you were like a 3-star.
Right.
Talk about the politics and how that. Tell everybody how that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I just feel like everybody, it's so many great athletes in the world, and I don't think they can figure out who everybody is, and that was kind of my approach on it. And I know that I started a little late. You know, I started AAU going into my junior year of high school, so I really only got 2 years of, travel ball. But I feel like even with all those rankings, don't take it to heart. I mean, just ball, just do what you're supposed to do. And that's how I looked at it. And yeah.
I love to ask,
Just ball.
I love to ask athletes this. When did you know you could play this game?
See, my mom is my #1 fan. She always told me, "You are the bomb.com. You can do this. You can do this." So she was just always hyping me up. But I mean, I appreciate it definitely. But I guess I noticed for myself. At Westlake, I did pretty good. But I think I really noticed my freshman year in high school. I'm like, okay. I mean, in college, I'm like, okay. You know, I'm making a little statement for myself. You know, what else can I do? What else can I do? So
SEC freshman of the year.
All these things. It was funny because during your second recruitment before you chose Mississippi State, you visited some powers.
Yes.
What was it about Mississippi State? Because again, I lost a bet because I was like, yeah, she going to UConn. What was it about Mississippi State?
I think that, you know, because it was my second time going through the process, I knew what to look for. I knew how to read in between the lines. I knew what I wanted, and I knew how to get those answers out of the people that were recruiting me, the coaches that were recruiting me. And I just had a real talk with every coach, and I wanted to know what would be, you know, my role. I wanted to know if we're going to win, if we're going to contend for the national championship. So that was my biggest thing. But just talking to all the coaches at Mississippi State, from Coach Schaefer, Coach Harris, Coach Jackson, Coach Lovato, they just kept it real with me. They didn't sugarcoat anything, and that's what I wanted, somebody to be real with me. But yeah.
I mean, now you went to a team that was in the national championship game last year. What did you do, or what did you take with you to make sure that because you know you got McCowan there and you got those players there, for them to accept you as a teammate, because they played against you for 3 years,
right?
And now they playing with you. How did you make that and fit in so well with this squad this year?
I think what helped is I'm very social, so you know I walked up to everybody, hey, how y'all doing? You know, I had a great time on my visit, and they welcomed me. They really did, and you know, I was grateful to have those seniors, those upperclassmen already there, and just welcoming me with open arms. And they led me the way. They really did, and I'm really grateful for that. So it was good. I'm glad. I'm just really grateful for everything.
As you embark on this next level, which be the league, one of the things that I've been reading and hearing one of the things that everybody likes about you, just your competitiveness, and they see that you're like the ultimate teammate. When you hear stuff like that,
oh, that's so sweet.
That's what you say.
That is sweet. But yes, I am very, very competitive in everything I do. So I just guess that's second nature to me. But when you know I get those compliments, that means a lot, because that's something that I do, you know, work hard for. I want people to know that I'm a competitor, and I want my teammates to know that I'm there for them. So if they're giving me compliments, I'm a great teammate. I mean, I'm honored. But that's what I want.
Let me ask you this. I know you've been asked this before, but the first time you played Texas A&M this year, what was that like for you? No, when you visited, did you go?
Yes.
So when you went back there, what was that like for you? Because you know you was on the
because we played there. We played on their court. So, I mean, going into the game, I was ready. I was like, oh, we're going back. Yes, and I just didn't know how the fans were going to react. Basically, I didn't know if they were going to be happy to see me, if they were going to boo me. I didn't know, but they were very nice. They were so nice, and even when I made that decision, majority of them were so supportive. You know, they just wanted what's best for me, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, they were cheering. Like, I got a standing ovation when they called out the starters, and I was just like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Because they usually go the other way.
Yeah, usually go south.
Right, and I was preparing for it. But yeah.
But I think a lot of it too, you're so fan friendly.
Thank you.
And if you follow your social media, and every arena you go into, it's like you get that love. Do you feel it?
I would say every arena, but definitely our home court. I mean, yeah, the fans, they were so nice, and you know, I love them. But not every court. No, I don't think a lot of them don't want to play against me. So
you active, boy.
we're going to take you in a rundown, and what I want to talk to you about when you come back is some of the things you feel like you got to get prepared for that next level.
Okay.
And how tough was it in the SEC? We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
It is Sean Prime from Inside the Loop with myself and Brenna B, and I've been talking about Jeans Body Tech for a minute simply because it's a premier gym in a pristine spot without a premium price. All the weight you need, all the machines you want, free parking, all in Buckhead. Come on, it's crazy. 700 Miami Circle is where you want to work out today. And for those who are feeling a little bit down because you may not have followed through on the healthy New Year resolution thing, hey, it's still the new year. You can start today. Look at yourself a year from now and hello, is that you? Because you're looking good, like snack-like. Yes, you are. 700 Miami Circle, or go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech, also known as JBT Fitness. Either way, $49 is nothing to pay to feel your best every day.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
The rundown. Hey man, we're going into this rundown right now where we are still doing our interview with Anriel Howard. That's the first thing she corrected me on because I was trying to sound off. It was Anriel. She was like, no.
Anriel.
Yes. That's straight. Yes, ma'am.
Anriel Howard.
Talk about SEC because y'all have some great players coming out of there. South Carolina, you know, Dawn Staley and Mississippi State. Y'all have been well represented. Mm-hmm. Everybody keeps talking about UConn's and all of the SEC can play some ball too. Talk about your 4 years playing in the SEC.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a factor for me. I wanted to stay in the SEC when I was transferring and even going in from high school. I wanted to go into the SEC because I believe it's the most physical and one of the most dominant conferences there are. So, yeah.
So when you arrived at College Station, did everybody understand that ATL? You know, we travel. Our swagger travels.
Did College Station understand me?
Yeah. Did they get it? Because, I mean, you know, Texas got their own little vibe.
But College Station is different from Houston and...
Yeah, well, Houston ain't nothing but Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, Houston is Atlanta.
Right. Yeah, and it's only an hour and a half away.
Right.
But what's crazy is it was actually a few Atlanta natives that went to my school that went to Texas A&M, and they were like on academic scholarships. So I saw a lot of people, like not a lot, but a lot for me to go all the way 13 hours away.
Right.
I saw about 10 people, and I'm like, wow, y'all are out here. Oh my God. So
we clicked up.
Yes, it was so good to see them. I mean, they're doing good things. You know, most of them were on posse scholarships, and that's a big deal. So that was good. That was really good. Traveling.
What do you feel like? I mean, you have to work on for that next level, in your opinion?
I think that the biggest thing that I'm going to have to work on is transitioning from being a 3-4 to a 2-3. I'm going to have to be strictly a guard most of the time. I mean, it'll be sometimes where I might have to, you know, guard a post here or there if we switch, but I know my dominant position will be a guard and just a guard. So just being able to understand that floor awareness, being comfortable out there. I can say, though, at Mississippi State, our man offense was basically 4 out, 1 in. So I got a feel of the 2-guard front. I'll start up there. I'll start on the wing, start in the corner. So, I mean, I got a feel of it, but just being more comfortable and being able to do stuff out there.
Do you follow the WNBA?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Who is your favorite player up there?
So up there. I really have always watched Angel McCoughtry. I mean, just because I always went to the Atlanta Dream game.
Come on now.
But I mean, it's so many great players in that league. So I mean, but I just know with her, I've watched her growing up, probably since 7th grade when I started coming to the game. So
I love it. How good was Asia in South Carolina?
She was great. I mean,
because she played. I mean, I saw her in the WNBA. I'm like, she was at South Carolina, and I was, battling against her back in the day.
Well, when I was at A&M was when I played her. We had to play zone. I mean, we just had to play zone. I believe all 3 years. Yeah, we played zone. So I mean, we just had to clog it up in the paint. But she's definitely dominant. Like, all those accolades, she deserved it for sure.
See her again.
Now, I like to follow the culture of football game day in College Station.
Yes.
Is it really that crunk?
It is.
Like,
they love their football.
So y'all really get together and learn those chants?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's called Midnight Yell. So the night before the game, at midnight, is when we have practice at the stadium. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is
It's real. Like, so, yeah. They're very unique with their traditions. It was awesome to be a part of and experience, for sure.
I know we all have big dreams. Did you see this coming when you first was at Westlake, and then you went pick your school, and now you at this level? Did you see this?
I thought I was going to run track, actually, professionally. That's what I thought.
I did too.
So no, I did not see this coming. I mean, I think I started to say I wanted to go to the WNBA probably my senior year in high school. But I still wanted to do both then. So I was like, I can do that, or I can go to the Olympics for track. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of everything.
But being able to live the dream, I mean, it just got to be dope to be able to kind of like,
It's a blessing. I mean, I think about it every day. Like, I still can't even believe where I am, and I still have, some places to go. But just to look back at what I've accomplished so far, it's just, I don't know, it's just nothing short of a blessing, really.
It's crazy. I love it.
I gotta ask you, the toughest player you played so far?
There's so many great players. That's tough. That's really tough because there's so many great players that I've played against at the collegiate level. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
Well, what was your welcome to college basketball moment? What was that play or that moment you like, wait a minute, hold on. This ain't high school no more.
Faster.
This ain't high school no more.
I remember non-conference my freshman year. We were playing Oklahoma, and I remember I didn't get in till 32 seconds left in the first half, and I was like, dang, I never had to sit on no bench, So I had to take it all in and look, you gotta go harder. You gotta show them why you're supposed to be on the court. So in that aspect, that was my wake up call. I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna compete every day, and I did that. Finally earned a spot in conference.
We're going to finish up on the other half, other hour.
Okay.
But I want to ask you this. You think about it for a little bit. We'll talk about it on the side. So
Okay.
Extra skill shoutouts and requests. 678-613-585-7. Radio, knock them down.
One of the most dominant home court. Cross. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. And that's all she wrote. End zone touchdown.
Get into the Crush Sports Talk right here on the Sensation Station Network. We're going into hour number 2. If you missed the first hour, you missed our interview with young journalist Tyreek Wynn, and also we have Anriel Howard in the building, and we interviewed with her. We got so much coming up, right now, but we finishing up our interview with that baller right here, NBA, WNBA ballers coming up. You got a couple of parties coming up tomorrow. You're gonna celebrate. I still think this is a dream for me, man, because I remember when they were talking about it, I'm like, Anriel, they were like, she can ball. She get buckets. And we've been doing this for 5 years, so we've been pretty much following your career.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we was like,
I appreciate the support.
Make sure, she can ball. That's West
Boy,
Slate right there.
baller.
West Slate right there.
Baller.
What do you feel like the one thing that because you, like you said, you do the girl thing, but you still ball.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You throw your hands on your waist and you get going in, you grind it. What is it about you? Because you're setting trends right now that you've given to the game and to the game of basketball.
Right. What was your question?
I know, I'm all What have you given the game of basketball? What do you think?
Yeah, just being true to yourself. I mean, whatever it is, if you're fierce, then be fierce. If you're not, then, just do whatever you need to do. But just always stay true to yourself is what I would want to say. That was my
I know my other question. How was the play in front of 20,000 and all that? Getting into that. When you got into the first NCAA tournament, how was that for you? And now playing in, I still think, I don't know why y'all was in the West Coast, but playing in Portland, playing in the tournament, how was that for you?
It was awesome. But the thing is, at Mississippi State, we've had a lot of sold-out games, and all the season ticket holders, the bottom bowl was definitely sold out, but we were used to that, honestly. Me coming from A&M, I wasn't so much used to it. I think we had about 4,000 or 5,000, but at Mississippi State we had 10, 11, 12,000.
Y'all were the show.
Yes, yes, we were. We definitely were. So, I was kind of used to it. But when we did play in Portland, I think it was more than that. I think it was like maybe 15. So, and honestly, the only thing was I kept asking my point guard, what did you call? What did you say? What? I can't hear you. And so then I would ask all my teammates, like, what? And they would ask, like, what's the call? What's the call? So, that was probably the biggest thing, not being able to hear. It was so loud, but, yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm not going to be salty. To hear your name, when your name is called and you will know the next destination, what is that going to be like? Because you've always dreamed about it, but you're one day away from that. Just your thoughts leading up to tomorrow.
Like I said, it still hasn't hit me yet. Like, it's happened so fast. We just stopped playing. So, I'm preparing for all of this, but it still hasn't hit me. I haven't sat down and just taken it all in. Like, wow, this is really about to happen. So I'll probably do that tonight. I'm excited.
What city am I going to be? Am I going to Vegas? Am I going to be?
Right,
come on, Atlanta. Let's go, Atlanta.
It is. I'll just be grateful. Whoever decides to get me, I'm going to work hard, but, I'll appreciate it for sure.
Can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be awesome, man. Just to see this. Like I said, Shay going to be there. We know.
Yes, she flies in the morning.
Yeah.
See my mommy.
Talk about what she had. You talk about she's been your biggest supporter,
yes,
but
definitely.
To help you groom and do what you've done and grow in your career, having a support system like that, what did it do for you?
It just made me, have confidence and believe in myself. She, like I said, she always told me, you can do this. You are going to do this. You are that player. You are this. You are that. But she will always tell me, you got to keep working hard, And when nobody else believed in me, like I said, when I wasn't skilled, she was always there, always. And,
like
you know, hyping me up. And I really needed that. So I feel like my mom doesn't get enough credit, but she's the reason where I am today, for sure.
The greatest advice I've heard in a while, just go get the ball. If you want to, you can't just go get the ball, man.
You know I'm gonna start tweeting it now. When I wasn't skilled.
Yeah.
Just go get the ball.
Just go get the ball.
I want y'all to remember when I
Wise
wasn't
words
skilled.
of Mama Shay.
When I wasn't skilled.
The greatest basketball advice I've heard. And she go get
the ball.
27 boards, right? That's the most you got in the game. Right? What was that like? Was it just like?
I didn't even know, though. You know, I was a freshman just running around. I didn't know. At that time, I knew the plays, but earlier in the season, I didn't know nothing. I'm just running around, just playing hard, trying to make all the hustle plays. So, yeah, that's just how it was. But I didn't know. I didn't know till after.
What? 27?
Oh, well, he took me out, like, with a minute left, and he was like, go get 2 more rebounds. I said, okay. Well, he said go get 1 more, and I got 2 more. But, yeah.
Tell them where they can follow you at, because you got a big following.
Yes.
But for everybody out there, what can they follow you
Follow me at Lashes. That is spelled LASHE 5. On Instagram, everything, Twitter, Snapchat,
all that. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We can't wait till tomorrow. Yeah. It's time to take photos. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I did the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
If you're a single man under the age of 35, you'd probably like to know what the ladies are looking for on an online dating site. A guy who had a few drinks and later got pulled over for buzzed driving. See, that could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees,